Welcome back, guys. This is Desktop Strategist. And today, or at least right now, because we did the Pz.kpfw earlier today, we're going to be playing the Pz.38T. This is another light tank, although again, it still plays more as a battle tank. It is the Tier 3 of the German light tank line. Well, not exactly the light tank line, the other light tank line that goes to the PZ4, which I'll be showing you guys as well, but on a different date. Anyways, as you can see, we've got, sadly this one, compared to the other one, this one has some angled armor. It's not very angled, but it's still angled. It's the same 25mm thick armor, which is still pretty decent, even at the higher tier. And it's, but the thing is, the turret's also a bit thinner. It's only 25mm now. However, this one has a little bit less weight and a little bit less engine power, because it also allows it to go up to a speed limit of 42. Again, a rather consistent speed. Now, its traverse speed isn't quite so good as the Pz.35T's, but it's still pretty good at 35 degrees a second. And it's also got a better turret traverse speed because it goes up from that 25 or so, the 26, sorry, that was on the Pz.35T, up to a 32. The signal range on this one is a bit lower because I haven't bought the top radio. Yeah, they all have the same best radio. This one has a little bit better view range, which is nice. But the main feature, besides the higher speed limit, and you also notice one less millimeter on the side and on the rear, because this one, they basically just took a lot of the empty mass, the useless mass, off of the tank. And so it looks better, it's more efficient, and it just works better. And they liked it, and so they used it. So we still have the same fire rate of 26.09 on this, but there's a difference. This one does 45 to 75 damage and an average standard shell penetration of 47 to 78, whereas the other one was 30 to 50 and 32 to 53. Huh. Yeah, it's quite an improvement here with the same amount of fire rate, and if I remember correctly, it's also a more accurate gun, but we'll have to check on that. Let's see. Yeah, it's a lot more accurate, 0.04 meters less, which means that this one will be better at aiming, and so you'll be more accurate with it and hit more targets. Again, we're probably going to have to separate this one into two videos. I might even be uploading into Saturday with all the videos that I'm going to be putting up. But let's go ahead and put a battle on with this thing. Hope we do as well as we did with the Pz.35T. Sad thing to know about the Pz.35T for that last battle was, because the T-18 was winning, he got more experience than me, and so he ended up being the one who got top gun. Ah, well. But still, we got 6 kills, and that's not too bad with that tank. You know, it's a good tank. You can do that kind of stuff with it. But now let's focus on the Pz.38T. Again, it's a pretty good tank. It's got good turning, good speed, good gun, very good gun for its tier. Actually, the gun on the tier 4 for this line actually has the same penetration and damage. Actually, no, it has more damage a little bit, but it also fires slightly slower, and I think it's more accurate. But they're very close together. Why? Because this one is, oh dear. Whew. As you can see, I narrowly avoided getting just rammed out of the way by that M3 Lee. But we're going to go up here on the hill here on Himmelsdorf. And this is an encounter battle, Tier 4. It's not too bad, actually. It's pretty good with this tank. You can get up to Tier 5 matchmaking with this tank, whereas the other one's generally going to be sticking to Tier 3 and Tier 2. Actually, generally Tier 2. It's got very good matchmaking, I'd say. But let's see what we can do. Now, we're still going up 20, but this is an even steeper incline. Oh, 15, sorry. But this is an even steeper incline than the last one. So you really can't complain at getting to go about 15 to 20 on this. As you can see, we were able to put a shot into that guy. We reloaded pretty quickly here. My crew on this is not as high as my other one, so my reload's going to be a little bit slower. Sorry about that. But let's see what we can do to these guys. We've got a tier 3 and a tier 4 over here. Let's see if we can give them some support, because it looks like they need it. Took out that guy. It's a tier 4. Wasn't very much damage, but the fact that we're able to penetrate him is good. Now there's a Pz.kpfw. Wait, that's the Marder 38T, not the Pz.38T. I'm in the Pz.38T. That was right up there that we just shot at. As you can see, we can put some pretty effective fire downrange, enough to suppress a tier 4 even. Let's see, where is he? Have to go a little bit higher up, or no, he backed off. So we're gonna go ahead and advance here. See about taking out this Marder 38T. You know, there can only be one 38T, and apparently it's me. Alright, now let's move on and see if we can do something about this guy. As you can see, he's just gone into a full retreat, and so he's probably all the way down the hill by now. So let's go chase after him with our top speed of 42. We can go faster than that going downhill, but it's pretty good speed. As you can see, we're turning pretty well. Not quite as fast, but we've also got a lot faster turret, even though it still feels kind of slow. Let's go ahead and turn here. There tend to be a few tanks that go down this way. I'll be surprised if there's not. Granted, we have taken out a lot of their team, but there's still a few tanks that we don't have spotted. There we go. There's that tier 4 Japanese tank that we lost sight of earlier. Let's go ahead and see if we can put some shots into him. Oh, I missed that one horribly. We're going to have to give chase here. Yeah, he's chasing after that other Japanese tank. Let's go ahead and see if we can... I think he's going to pop out and try and fight me. Yeah. So we'll see just who's the king here. Ooh. Apparently not him, because he got shot by another guy who got up around his rear. So yeah, so far this is turning into a match we're probably going to end up winning just due to the fact that we have more people that are still alive. They've got one guy still capping the base, and even I could one-shot him, and I'm the lowest damage dealing tank on the team right now. There are a couple that probably did a little bit less damage than me back at the beginning of the match, but they've so far died. As you can see, we've gotten our driver killed. Yeah, these tanks have a little bit of a propensity to get their drivers killed, and so that can be a bit of a pain. Thankfully, this upload is not going to go over its limit, so I will not have to upload another 5 minutes of stuff like we did on the other one. But I'm just going to stop it pretty much here in a few seconds. So yeah, basically here you got a little showcase of the Pz.38T. It's a very good tank. I'm not that good at this game, so I can't do it justice. But trust me, it is a very good tank, and if you want to go up the line, it's very rewarding. But next time, we're going to look at the Pz.38 in A. Now this is the only real scout of the line, so yeah, it's a bit interesting. But yeah, that's going to be where we end brain fart, sorry. That's going to be where we end the video, and I'll start recording the next one pretty soon here. Alright, thanks guys for tuning in.